Turkmenistan. It is Turkmenistan in green who get us underway. 17 caps between them, the back four. We've said this at previous games that you want to settle early, and the Japanese are good out. I think the Japanese women's side I've seen from under 17 level over there is absolutely fantastic to watch.
It goes down from the kids as well, and the discipline, what's instilled.
First attack here with Salzburg. What a fabulous place to go and play football, Salt. Well, that's exactly what they're doing here as the ball is pushed back to Shibasaki. This is the danger area.
In the runs, willing to run. Going to be a hard afternoon for him.
And Japan looking to benefit from that. This is going to be a long-range try. Flag.
Sometimes we see them going out the ground, but that one, I think, like you said, was just nondescript in the end. Shibasaki knows better than that. There are better options in and around him. Just trying a little. You can see the shape as well, how they all drop off to the halfway line. They're allowing Japan to have the ball in their own half before squeezing them as they go across the halfway line.
Yeah, they're trying to make it into a 5-3-2. It will be nominally 5-4-1, I suspect. But
yeah,
at the minute when you look across, they have got two in advanced positions. A game of fluidity from the Eredivisie. That early goal. The last game you and I saw live in commentary. I love to show football, not just the UAE football, of course, but the English. Put a bit of pressure on the man in orange today, Gonda. So best people like Doan and Minamino very successfully. And they are still without a few players as well. Minutes to get their first goal the other evening against Yemen. And there was a chance, and there is a chance. So many of their players now going into Europe goals. Nice approach play, but yet again Turkmenistan with loads behind. Madov has just managed to get his fingertips on this one. He's in the right. The ballooned over the top of the player, but here's that opening again for Doan. He's made it easy for the goalkeeper.
He realised he had more time.
Well, that was a clear opening for Doan. Should have scored because he got goal side, didn't he?
Yeah.
Goal side of the defence.
Totally in behind. Like I said, played the run off the.
There's a lot physically stronger than they ever used.
The day, didn't we, John, about diet and the requirements and the needs, and
into Japanese territory with a fleet-footed run from
getting people to work with people that are more experienced.
With Doan, that will have shaken them. The fact that from a set piece, better from Japan as they work the ball out into the wider position for Sakai. Retain the possession as well here in a useful area. They keep winning the second balls. The scoring record at the end of it all, 27-0 in Japan's favour. Plenty of the ball, that's for sure. That was to be expected
in that game.
Well, we've all seen it happen from time to time, haven't we? And Arajma Murdov must be.
We almost saw that, didn't we?
Yeah. J-League very strong.
I remember them winning the Champions League
with so many players for the club.
What, 24 minutes performance?
Maybe it is that fact that they've had such little.
They have that little bit of extra quality. They just need time to settle. They are dominant and
but you never know. Never know. As here they come once again. This is where Anna Dadayev, who scored 8 times in 11 matches for Alta.
Man up top. Rashidov has been selected ahead of him.
The league. And he's a good goal scorer.
A little bit, and then just pulled the trigger.
He did score 3 times in the qualifiers, twice. Then along comes a man called Arslan Amanov and sets you thinking a bit.
Unbelievable. That's the game of football for you. But you see, you set yourself up the way that Turkmenistan have, and you know that you're going to
go. Wow, why did he get past me? How did it end up in the net?
I just looked like he got just 1 or 2 fingers, the fingertip. Players, you need them to be there and stand up and be counted. Sunil Chetri for India is another one. He's revered over there.
Yeah, very much so. Shibasaki. Japan will not do is panic. They're not that sort of a nation. That was a second or somebody once said. It's a flat one. It might still. This is in the air, and this is dangerous. Weak cross. Poor attempted cross from Osako. They still have the possession. They still have chances of getting level before half-time. 11 minutes remaining in this first period. Back stick. I think he thought of having a shot there, did Shibasaki, and then changed his. The more mistakes you make, the more you'll start to think the coach might hook me off here.
Wrong. That's what happens. It just balloons away from the goal.
The captain of a losing side, Japan, we referred to earlier, don't lose too many in the 3 saves out of the Turkmenistan goalkeeper. They want to beat him. I said earlier the Japanese won't be rattled because, well, over the years they've been in this position many times. Members from the one club, it's a crucial factor.
They're not picking up enough second balls, and you have to say, Jagel DF, the head coach, has got it absolutely spot on at the moment. He's got diggers in there, he's got workers, they're picking up those second balls and they're hitting on the counter. Fair play to him.
Yeah, praise where praise is due. Shibasaki. Need some inspiration from him. Tomiyasu in the middle of the park, and those two combine. Trading the passes, just probing, waiting for a decent opening to appear. One will if they're patient. So the trouble with that pass is it's gone behind come by against anybody. Shibasaki, shot coming up here maybe. Does have to make one other excellent save as well. That's a crucial win of the ball. I've seen a lot of him in the centre of that defence. There used to be the old jokes about the training sessions. Here we have 69. All hope is not gone for Japan, believe you and me. They've got 2 minutes left in this. The coach Moriyasu, he's coached 50 years of age, succeeded Akira Nishido after the World Cup. Japan will find different ways of attacking them. They're already winning a lot of ball in and around Japan there now. I don't think I've mentioned Haraguchi at all in this game, which shows that he was a peripheral figure at best. There is, and there'll be great expectancy back home, having got that lead, having sort of found an advantage in the match. And the Japanese know they can't just hit the ball in willy-nilly, but that's a decent lofted ball, and the knock players did retire after the World Cup finals, which always happens. They're swarming around now. Japan are sent, but I don't think Turkmenistan have got inside the Japanese half yet. So this was the likely scenario for this half, and it's just incessant, isn't it? Yoshida. He gets goals, the centre half, just out on camera, but the Japanese coach, Moriyasu, proved himself to be a cricketer. Well, that was the player who had a shooting chance there that we saw in the first half with one occasion. Japan 0, Turkmenistan 1, but Japan definitely looking for an equaliser as quickly as possible.
There are a couple of little options available to Moriyasu. Something needs to change somewhere. The likes of
perhaps the quickest player they've got. Need a bit of pace. It would be astonishing if they were to enter the first phase of matches in the group. Send the queuing up, and that's exactly what they're doing. Over the top, this special from Japan then, I think. They would have to throw everything at it.
I believe the changes haven't been made. It's resumed for Japan. That's going to be the question. Can they really kick
to the wall now? Sensing that they're on top, sensing victory. Yoshida, the captain, with a header across. Anybody could score now. 3 goals in qualifying for his country. Against good nations as well. Not against any old teams, I think, that people all score against. Offensive chores. And Japan will move sweetly forward, I'm sure. Japanese goal before too long. Those two arrived in the space of, 5 minutes? Both from the same player. Yuya Saku, 28 years of age now. Former Kashima Antlers player. He's driven over here to the danger man.
I was going to say, you just added an extra decade onto my age there.
I did. Since I passed the maths exam. Here they come for 2-1. Doesn't matter about scoring any more particulars. The midfield. Via Tomiyasu. They put together about 10.
How we would love that.
Yeah. I think so much of in this half is Shibasaki. He's got it now. But in the first half, he had plenty of the ball. Feel the portent of the gloriously named club, Shimizu S-Pulse. Reminder of the score for you with 20 minutes to go. Japan 2, Turkmenistan 1. So it is going with form now. It wasn't for a long time. It took Japan a long time to get that equaliser, 55 minutes. Only 5 minutes more than that to be in front. Now it's a stroll in the park. Yeah, we should remind them there's still only one goal in it. Maybe not for much longer. Nice turn, good swivel, good shot, good goal. It's 3, and it's Doan.
He's missed here and there. However, not on this occasion. Good, lovely work. Osaka's involved in the build-up. Doan gets on the ball.
19 minutes. Might be tortuous minutes for Turkmenistan. Information there of that substitution for you. Tagawa is the one coming on.
We're there to defend, John. That was the
3-2 they lead. Corner Japan. Clearing header. Plenty of blue shirts around here now, and space inside the penalty area for the pull across. 6 minutes to go. 50-50 ball there, which is one Pakistan a challenge when they meet in Dubai. Maybe too strong for Oman, but you never know.
The Japanese just shading it. I think that's fair to say. So well, right.
Alone, there is one of the green shirts in there. Rather uncomfortable defending, and still they're asking the question. Looks a little bit nervous on the touchline, actually. It doesn't really matter if Japan do score a 4th goal. 3-2, 4-2 academic.
That's why he brought Titov on, and he was the one that conjured up that opportunity there.
Too far.
The Turkmenistani players would have wanted.
Sort of challenge you get though late in the day, isn't it?
Frustration, I think.
I think there'll be handshakes all around any second now. Against Uzbekistan, but on this day, they move on, both having